Hi, this is Ana-Christina with Tools of Hope. I wanted to come and share some encouragement, some equipping for getting through this type of a crisis. We haven't had this before in our generations. We haven't had this kind of a crisis before. And just talking about the coronavirus, the sense of feeling defeated, the sense of despair, the sense of hopelessness. Obviously, there's a sense of death. There's death all over the world going on right now, and we don't know how it's all going to play out. We're getting new information every day from science, new information every day from government, different levels of government. And I wanted to share some thoughts, some feelings, and some beliefs that you can hold on to when you use hope as a foundation. When you choose to operate out of a radically resilient perspective, when you decide that you want to live in a hopeful, life-giving, life-filled way. Because the truth is, none of us know when our day will come, and our days are numbered. We're just more aware of it right now. We're more aware of our loved ones' days being numbered, right? We don't know what's going to happen. It's hitting older, younger, healthy, pre-existing. It's hitting all cultures. It's like they keep saying, unprecedented in our lifetime. So I wanted to speak to a few things that are truth. There's some truth here that we can hold on to. That's how you hold on to hope. That's how you stand up when you've been knocked down. That's how you stand firm. That's how you become, remain, and live into the idea of being a light on the hill. And there are three things that I've been really thinking about a lot: how we stand, how we choose to maintain our stance during these kinds of situations. There's a couple things that have been resonating for me over and over and over. What you focus on grows. It's a similar idea as what you worship rules you. What you worship rules you. And the third idea, I heard, it was a live conference in January before we were in isolation. And Leif Hetland, a gentleman named Leif Hetland, says, when you're squeezed really tight, that's when we know what's inside. And we're being squeezed really tight right now. And it seems like there's a season right in front of us where we're all going to be squeezed really tight. And we're going to see what comes out. Is it bitterness and blame and shame and unforgiveness and anger and rage? Or is it love and serving others and peace and joy in the midst of the storm and patience when you don't feel like being patient? What comes out when you get squeezed? So it's those ideas that have been flowing through my head. The three tools that I'm going to give you very quickly all fall under this umbrella of choice. You have choice. Regardless of what is happening for you right now, regardless of what the facts are around you right now, and there are facts, and there's definitely a reality going on. Regardless of those facts and regardless of that reality, the overarching idea that we're going to stand on today is the idea that you have choice no matter what. You hear these stories of concentration camp survivors. You hear stories of people who have, been MIA, POWs, people who've been tortured, people who've come out of human trafficking, and they still had a choice within the horrors that they survived. They had a choice on what they chose to focus on. They had a choice on what they used to renew their mind and reset their thoughts. They had a choice on how they looked at the clarity in their life and how they chose to clear things out that didn't need to be there. So those are the three things that we're going to use as as a foundational tool just for a few minutes. Number 1, focus. Number 2, resets. Number 3, clarity. The idea of focus is really, what are you going to focus on? Are you filling yourself with stuff that's negative and difficult and full of death? And I say that literally and figuratively. Death to your thoughts, death to your emotions, death to your body. You get to choose, right? Because choice is our overarching umbrella here. You get to choose what you focus on. How much of the news are you watching? Do you have it on all day long? Are you checking your phone every 2 seconds? You know what? I didn't turn my phone off in the recording. I don't think it's in here. Awesome. And you get to choose how much you're checking your phone for the latest COVID update, all the latest news. Yes, it's important to stay informed. No, you don't need to listen to 2, 3, 4, 8, 10, 12 hours of it. You get to choose how much you take into your eyes, you take into your ears, you take into your heart. You get that choice. When we focus on the negative stuff and all the death-filling stuff, it starts to impact us, doesn't it? It starts to impact your connection with higher self, higher power, creator, God. It starts to impact your connection with your thoughts and what's coming out of your face, your words. It starts to impact your emotions, and all of those things impact your body, which reduces your immune system. It reduces your immunity. Negativity, totally different class, impacts your immunity in your body. Number 2, so the first is focus. Number 2 is resets. I'm going to ask you to consider, even just for a few minutes, think back on things that have helped you during your most stressful times in the past. Think back on things that have helped you during your most stressful times in the past. For some people, it might be working out. For some people, it might be venting. For some people, it might be punching something. For some people, it might be journaling. For some people, it might be getting quiet. For some people, it might be some things that may not be as healthy for you, and their coping mechanisms: drinking, drugs, addictions, different kinds of addictions. We're looking for the healthy ones here. Okay, I'm just saying, we're looking for the healthy ones here. Think back on the positive, healthy things that you've done in the past when you were at your highest stress levels that did help, even if it only helped a little bit. And what you're going to do is you're going to think back on that and say, how can I put more of that into this situation right here? How can I take what worked before up and over and down into the situation that I'm in right now? Okay. Clarity. So the first one is focus. The second one is thinking about resets that have helped you spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically. And the third one is clarity. This is a time, truth be told, this is a time for us to be able to get clear. Whether you are at home, whether you are at home alone, whether you're at home with a big family in the house and there's stress levels there sometimes, whether you are working from home and there's a new stress level there, whether you have lost your work, whether you're still working right now, serving the rest of us, thank you. Thank you very much, especially first responders, medical staff, utilities, delivery, groceries, and everybody else that I didn't list, the people that are serving the rest of the people. Thank you. But the bottom line is, this is a time to take inventories, to get clear in your mind and in your heart, to get clear on what is the most important for you, to get clear on what is the most important, that if you are a loved one passed, say tomorrow, let's just pretend. I'm not trying to be negative. I'm just saying, let's get clear here. Let's get clear. Let's clear the garbage that's been in the way, the grudges, the unforgiveness, the bitterness, the snarkiness, the judging. Let's get clear. Let's get clear. This is a time for clarity, and to ask those really tough questions of what can I learn from this situation? I've been holding this grudge for X amount of years. What can I learn from the situation so I can just let the grudge go? What can I do with these emotions so that I can learn what it is that I need to learn and let go of that negative emotion? What am I being called to let go of? And what am I being called to grab hold of? So for example, for me, I'm being called to let go of fear. I've been holding on to fear. I've been holding on to worry. I've been holding on to anxiety. Sometimes it kind of smacks me. I start thinking the wrong thoughts, kind of smacks me. And I'm being called to let go of those things. Well, guess what? When you let go, you got to grab onto something else. For me, I've been grabbing hold of faith. I've been grabbing hold of love, and I've been grabbing hold of hope and joy and goodness and gentleness and looking for the beauty in the ashes. That's what we're called to do. We're called to be a light. We're called to be a light in the darkness. I'm here to encourage you here today. I'm here to encourage you. I thank you for who you are. I appreciate who you are. It's time to fly. It's time to fly in the midst of the storm. It's time to fly. There's a poem/prayer that I wrote in the new book, Burnout's Kryptonite. And I would like to read it to you, and then we're done. It's called Beloved. Beloved, beautiful, powerful. You are a brilliant heart and soul. You were built to have peace in a year of drought. And if this isn't a year of drought, these months of drought, you were built to have peace in a year of drought and always bear fruit. You were built to receive so that you can give. You were built as a stream of living water for those that you love, for those that you serve. You were built for joy. You were built for love. You were built for peace. You were built for patience. No matter what has gone before, anything that you've suffered, anything that's in your story and your history, you can begin again. I've had conversations with a lot of you one-on-one, and you are a survivor. You are a survivor. No matter what has gone before, you can begin again. You are meant to listen. You're meant to create. You're meant to love. You're meant to lead. You are meant to risk. You are also meant to be safe and protected. You are meant to focus. You're meant to play. Joy, joy. In the midst of the storm, we can find joy. We can find laughter. You are meant to be curious. You are meant to trust. You live thankful, aware, and grounded. You are meant to uncover who you are. There is a plan for your life. There is a purpose for your life. Find your wings, my dear. Use your wings, beloved. It's time to fly. It's time to fly. This is Ana-Christina, and I pray blessings upon you, your loved ones, everyone that you are serving, and everyone that you are praying for. And we just lift you up right now. We lift you up. We lift you up. And we pray blessings of strength and courage unto you. In the name of the Lord. Amen. This is Ana-Christina with Tools of Hope. You have a choice. It's time to focus. It's time to reset. And it's time to maintain that clarity. As always, if you need any resources or support, TOOLSOFHOPE.COM. Big virtual hug. Love you. Bye.